I have to come on here and tell y'all something. So yesterday I told y'all that I would update y'all by the end of next week, like if they called me or not. But it's the next day and I have some developments, y'all. So yesterday was my interview. Today's the next day. So you remember yesterday when I told y'all, I said the salary increase, it's the same. I said the salary is about the same as what I make now. I don't know what I was thinking, y'all, but it's not. It's not. And I figured that out yesterday when I got back home. So when I got back home, I started like to really look into like my pay stubs and stuff like that, so I can really figure out what my salary was. The salary that I looked at from last year, it would have been a $9,000 raise from a salary I looked at last year. But I could not find my current salary. I know I'm really bad at this. I'm really bad. I should know, especially the job that I do. So it would have been a $9,000 raise. I could not figure out my current salary. So I just was like, it's going to be a raise regardless. Because my mama was like, well, your W-2 is like your actual salary. And I was just like, well, that's what it says. But I knew that I had got like a raise, but I didn't know how much it was. And it was like an annual raise. So I was like, it can't be that big of a difference. So today is Thursday. And every single Thursday, I have a morning meeting with my managers, with my whole team. But my entire team is out of town except me and my manager. So it's just him and I on a call. So as soon as I got on the call, he was like, well, I have some things to update you on. So I'm like looking crazy, like, oh Lord, they've decided. And I was like, oh my gosh, like what's about to happen? And then he said, well, I don't even know if I should tell you this. I'm like, oh Lord, have mercy. And then he proceeds to say, they've decided to give you a raise. What? So I'm looking crazy like, it's not my evaluation. My anniversary happened in May. So it's not because of my anniversary, my work anniversary. It's not the end of the year. Like, I'm bamboozled right now. So he tells me like my current salary. He was like, so right now you make around, and I was like, oh, okay, that's good information because I was looking just yesterday. And they're going to bump you to this amount, which is a $5,000 difference. So with that difference, it would bring the salary to the exact amount of the job I interviewed for yesterday. All this out of nowhere. I did not ask for salary increase. I did not do any complaints or anything. Just randomly called and said they decided. And I was telling my mama, I said, I don't know who they is. They actually don't matter because we know who actually gave me the salary raise. So I am just like, God, what are you doing? Like literally that's what I'm thinking about. So I'm about to get into like extreme send out prayer mode to hear him, to hear like, so are you saying stay here? Because what if I get the other position? It's like the exact same. Like, what are you telling me to do now? So I'm gonna get into prayer mode and see. My mama says that she thinks that because when I was telling her about it, she just automatically felt like it was God telling me, you need an increase. That's why you keep going to these jobs and you keep interviewing. You want an increase. I'll give you the increase, but I want you to stay here. I want you to stay here. You need an increase. Here's the increase. Stay here. That could be true. But I also need to hear. You know, I need to hear it because God will talk to me. So I know I can hear it from him. But I really need to hear that from him. So if I do get another call back, I am okay with just being like, oh, okay, well, I've decided to stay here. I am just completely bewildered. And even with that increase, I'm still just like, well, I don't know where the company is going. So this is like really one of those moments where you just have to trust. So I just had to give y'all this little update. This vlog may be completely different. I think yesterday I said it's gonna be like how to trust God in failure, but it may be how God shows up. Child, that is something. So I'm about to get into my quiet time and update y'all a bit later.
It's quiet, oh so still here in the afternoon. God, I think of you. Tell me, is it true? So quiet, I can hear my heartbeat everywhere, knocking on my chest. Would you put my mind to rest? So now I'm asking, dear God, is there still a place for us?
What you guys are seeing me do here is try to establish a morning routine as I move into my new journey. The following clip will go into detail on what my new journey is, but as I started this new journey, I wanted to establish a morning routine, and I decided to record the first day of me trying to establish this morning routine. I am still in the process of figuring out what works perfect for me. So if you guys do have any tips for perfect morning routines, let me know in the comment section and I will try to implement some of those. I hope you guys enjoy.
Give me peace and comfort when all my fear takes hold. When I lose control, would you come and lift me up? And now I'm closer to God. With you, yeah, it's where I belong. Yeah, now I'm closer to God. It's you that I love, you that I
Good morning, you guys. So I did originally want to, have more time to explain to you guys what is going on today, but I don't have that time right now. The time is 7:54 and the big thing starts at 8. So I literally just got to my room and getting everything set up. Look, it's already telling me to join. Today is a big day for my career-wise. So I'm just trying to document everything and really feel this journey, So we have a company or a section-wide or department-wide meeting or boot camp training today, and that's what I'm basically getting ready for. I'm trying to do something new with everything, so I literally made sure I made my bed up with pillows because I rarely ever add those pillows. I have my bed made up with pillows, and I have my light on. Normally I do not work with my light on, but I'm just going to, feel things out, see how people feel. Just, trying to do something new. So I will admit I am very uncomfortable with my light being on. I am so used to my light being off. I really hope it doesn't mess with my eyesight. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and see how many people are already on here. If it tells me, it does not tell me, but I want to be early. I don't want to be late for this. On time is late. It looks like she's already in the meeting. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on in. Basically, my company went through a lot of changes, and the changes are finally taking place on my side of things. And so last week I found out that I had like a new manager. I was in a new department. I had a new job title, all of these things. So it's been a lot going on. And so with that, I knew that, okay, when this starts, I want, to do things different. So like I said, I am about to log into my meeting now. I have an actual notebook. It's a scripture, so I pull this out. But I have my coffee, and I have 2 things of water. Y'all, there's so many people on here. I wish I could show you, but I can't. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and connect to audio.
Welcome to WebEx. Press 1 to be connected to your meeting.
A lot of these faces on these cameras this morning are like, hi, welcome to an 8 o'clock Monday morning meeting. Yeah.
So I am officially out of boot camp for today. Yay! It lasted from 8 to 12. We had a 15-minute break in between. And I won't be present the rest of the week, but I'll definitely have to go back and rewatch a lot of things. So God is doing a new thing. That is so crazy to me, because I literally feel like just a year ago, a new thing was introduced in my life as far as solo podcasting. I did that for a year. I'm pretty used to it by now. But then now I'm into this new phase of my career. So I don't know if I post this video on Patreon. I don't know if I posted it on YouTube, but I have done a video talking about like a process where I tried to go and get a new job. Basically, I interviewed for 2 different positions, and both times I had amazing interviews, and they called me back and told me I did amazing, but they went with someone else. The last time I actually interviewed, both times it was for like a higher salary, but this last time when I went and interviewed, it was for a higher salary than I have now. And a day or 2 after my interview, my manager at my current job told me that they were increasing our salaries, and the increase was the exact same amount as what the salary would be that I was interviewing for. And so we felt as if God was just saying, stay where you're at. You need a salary increase, I'll give you that salary increase, but I need you to stay where you're at. So then a couple days after I learned about my salary increase, I learned that I would have a title change, and there was going to be complete restructuring of my department. So with that, I would be getting a new manager, I would be getting a new job title, which explains the salary increase. So I immediately got excited because I really felt like I was stagnant and very unpurposeful. I don't know if that's a word, but no purpose in my job at all. Even outside of we're talking about spiritual purpose, like I just felt no purpose at all at work. Like initially with my job, there was literally purpose in it. Like when I first started working, I was a part of the support queue. So I knew that my purpose at my job was to answer as many calls as I could and fix as many of our clients' issues as I could. And I excelled at that. I was always like top 3 in the support queue. And they would just like fight for me. Okay. I was it in the support queue. And then I transitioned over to traveling, implementing our system. And I knew that my role in that was to get the customers on our system and teach them how to use our system and be successful in using our system. I knew that was my purpose. And then I transitioned to working from home in 2020, or full-time working from home in 2020. And that's when I felt like my purpose started to dwindle very slowly. So I still feel like I had a purpose. At one point, my purpose was to train the clients virtually. I would do all the intro training, and then I would take some sites live. And then it switched over to, I was taking a lead role without taking a lead role, if that makes sense. But I was okay with that because that gave me the opportunity to not have to travel. Basically, I would be doing virtually what some of our leads would do on site. I was able to do it virtually because these sites, they were full installs. They were just like, I want that application, I want the full thing. So I would be head of that. But then like it started, like I stopped getting clients. The person who I was under, she got sick and she was out for a long time. So I literally just felt like I was doing nothing at work. I would just hope for opportunities. So that started putting fear in me. And so I was like, okay, I feel very like, I don't feel purposeful at all, very unnecessary, very like not included at all. Like I literally felt like I was on an island by myself at my company. And I would say things to like express how I felt, and I just felt like it was going to one ear, not the other. I felt like I didn't have an advocate. I didn't have any work friends. I didn't have any work ties. Things would happen at work and I wouldn't know anything about it because nobody would talk to me. And it's kind of hard to get out of that kind of environment if you work from home. Like before 2020, and when I was traveling and working from home, if I was home for the week, we would have team meetings in person. So I would still like interact with my team members. But basically all of that kind of ceased once we got into, I would say 2022 is when it really started getting bad. And so now we're in 2023 and it's working on a year or over a year. And it just was getting really stressful for me. And I also had a management change in between that whole thing. And so I started looking for a new job because I just did not feel purpose. I was just getting more and more and more depressed when I had to go into work. And also like they had me like teaching things that I did not know, and I was not getting adequate training on it. And I would express everything, y'all. I wasn't just sitting there just like, well, I would always be like, hey, I don't know this application. Like, is there someone who can teach me? And then they would send me like a video link or, that's not everyone. It was frustrating, okay? I don't want to go into details because it would definitely bore you guys because you don't get my company. But basically, I just felt like I was very stagnant. And, you know, people would ask me like, is there any way that you can move up? I was like, yeah, there's a way I can move up, but I'm about to travel. And I don't want to travel. So I felt stuck. And so then I was just like putting my whole thought on, I want to work full-time in ministry. I want to work full-time in ministry, which in all honesty, I would prefer to work full-time in ministry. But right now, it's just not the time. God is not saying, yeah, you can work full-time in ministry, you know? And so in the meantime, like I just wanted something that would drive me, you know? And when all of this new restructuring and new team and all that came up, I was honestly excited. Because I didn't even get upset when I got my last email. Just let me know I didn't get the job with the other company, because I'm just like, God already gave me my raise. I am moving into an environment where I feel like I would be more of a team. I'm going to learn something new. They're going to actually take time out and train me on it. I feel like I have purpose again at work, literally. So excited. But still, like within that, there's still a lot of anxiety because it's all new. And you just want to show who you are. Like Everybody on my team, I pretty much never worked with. There's one guy I worked with the whole time I've been at the company, but we don't work on the same topic. That's the best way to explain it for you all. He does something and then I do something. Hold on one second, y'all. I just got a weird email. But anyway, so I am doing a new thing. A new thing is happening in my life. And there was also one point in time when they just really weren't providing any information, and there were some people laid off from my company. And I was just like, oh my gosh, you know, and that's when I really had to dip into my faith and just, Shay, if you do get laid off, you're okay. God is going to make sure you're okay. And so just repetitive things like that. Because, you know, the enemy will try to get in and different stuff like that. And so the day literally started like me and my new work journey. Like, I am committed to establishing a morning routine again, which you guys kind of saw a little bit of. It definitely needs some work. I've already like committed to making sure I do my face routine. I do want to start implementing putting on actual clothes. Like, if I didn't have a meeting, I would literally stay in my tank top all day. And if you watch my vlogs, you have definitely seen me in my tank top. It's just because I wasn't on camera. But my mama, she got me these shirts like I talked about. They are it, okay? I love them. I'm so glad I got them. Getting me some tights or some shorts to wear, like actually putting clothes on that if I needed to leave the house and do errands, I wouldn't have to be like, oh, let me go get dressed, you know? So things like that, stuff like that, I know is going to make me more productive. Having okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do to get it done. That's going to make me feel so much better in life. And it's going to circle back over to the podcast, circle back over to the ministry, because I would feel so unmotivated at work and so drained from feeling unmotivated at work. By the time I got to the ministry, I would be so unmotivated and mentally exhausted. I'm excited for this new era. That's why I wanted to document it. And also, I had a very God moment yesterday. I don't know when this vlog is coming out, so you may have already heard like my word for the year. But my word for the year is literally be. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. So when I heard the verse, I just felt be sticking out to me. I felt like I was driving in the dark and I felt like be was just like illuminating. Be. And as I go into 30, because it's not my birthday yet, but when I'm recording this, but as I go into 30, I want to be. So I feel like this is a part of my be journey. Be the best that you can be at work. Be the best ministry leader that you can be. Be the best friend that you can be. Be the best daughter you could be. Be the best family member you can be. Be the best you that you can be to yourself. Be the best. Whatever your best is, be that. And so that's why my word for the year is be. And I know that through this journey, I am going to have to be strong. I am have to be courageous. I am going to have to remember that God is with me as I grow into this be stage. So I am excited. I am a little nervous because I'm going to be gone the rest of the week. So I don't know what's going to go. I don't know what's going to happen. They scheduled this right when I was going on vacation, and I can't just cancel my vacation. Like, I'll be out of the country. And I want to be in that moment when I'm out of the country, because I need to rest, relax, rejuvenate, reset. And then when I get back, I can be the best person that I can be. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, that is what has happened today. So for the rest of the afternoon, I have another meeting later on at 1. So I'm about to go try to find me something to eat because I haven't eaten anything besides some chips. I need to be more healthy, definitely, because I needed like a quick snack. I didn't want to eat a lot, and the only thing I found that was chips, and that's because I haven't gone shopping myself in a while. But yeah, I am excited. I pray that when I look back on this a year from now, B has just happened all throughout my life, and the journey looks amazing, you know, on the other side. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go so I can go and get me something to eat, and I will touch base with you all a little bit later.